Let me switch gears, Colonel, because I've got to get your take on this story. There were members of the House Intelligence and Foreign Affairs Committees who their information was reportedly compromised by three brothers who were hired to manage information technology in their offices. Now, these three brothers are being investigated for serious violations. They include us accessing members' computer networks without their knowledge and stealing equipment from Congress when they were employed by their chiefs of staffs for dozens of Democratic lawmakers. This is according to the Daily Caller. But there are also red flags among the way they may have been ignored. So, Colonel, you were an intel operative. Was there a failure to vet these individuals before they were given access to the networks with sensitive information? Just to be clear, these three brothers, they're all like 22, 25. They were making $160,000 apiece. Why? How three Muslim brothers get jobs working in the departments of intelligence and foreign affairs and having access to our most sensitive secrets is beyond me. And how they also get paid 3 times what other staffers were being paid is also beyond me. I don't understand this.
Oh, this is clearly a setup. Look, first off, I understand they have Muslim Brotherhood connections. Muslim Brotherhood is a terrorist organization. During the Cold War, Marie, we would never hire Russian people to come in and work our computers in the Pentagon. It's just completely insane. Secondly, this was done on the Democrat side, and I think they have been completely compromised by the Muslim Brotherhood. Third, the money they were making is insane. I know staffers up there who barely make enough to actually have a place to live in Washington, D.C., for goodness sake. And most importantly here, let's remember that these folks were compromising critical data points regarding both foreign affairs and defense and intelligence. So there's no doubt here. And by the way, I've talked to a senior member of congressional staff and a member about this. And what's not being reported by the press is these people are being investigated for espionage. It's not simply about the loss of data, the loss of access, the loss of gear. These people committed what I believe to be treason. And so I think we have to learn from this. We have to understand that I think a lot of Democrats have really cozied up to a terrorist organization called the Muslim Brotherhood. I'm sorry, that's what it is. And we have to figure out a way to look at what damage these folks done and what else they've done. But these are the kind of people I would recruit as an operative to get inside of things, and that's what they did.
But, Colonel, what kind of idiot hires 3 people with Muslim Brotherhood connections to even get near these buildings, much less get into the framework of the computer systems? Good heavens, who's minding the store?
Mike, people who are politically compromised, people who are willfully blind. And this is, we have to remember here that Ms. Clinton and her side were completely supporting the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt and other places. And Mike, let me be very clear on this. The Muslim Brotherhood is a terror organization.
Yes, it is.
They put forward the most severe form of Islam, the Wahhabists. They put that form forward, and this was part of their plan. And the Democrats, for better or for worse, some Democrats have completely signed on to supporting them, thinking there's some sort of a benign, non-secular organization. That's completely insane.
Well, just to be clear, the New York Times came out with a scathing article yesterday, basically saying President Trump better not deem the Muslim Brotherhood as a terrorist organization because he's going to unleash a lot of hate against the U.S. from Muslims.
We are working.
Crazy.
No, London Center is working on legislation right now to make to help force the State Department to declare the Muslim Brotherhood a terrorist organization.
And the Revolutionary Guard in Iran as well.
That's being looked at too.
To both of them. But again, that argument is repugnant.
Well,
the argument is that we bring on terror to our shores, that we somehow deserve it, that our actions overseas and trying to spread freedom, that we are inciting violence against the United States.
But the Muslim Brotherhood started out as a terrorist organization in Egypt. Nasser used them to get power, and as soon as he got in, he put them all in prison because he knew that they were thugs.
But, you know, the reason that back to those 3 guys who were fired from Congress on Thursday of last week, the reason they have not been arrested is because apparently they don't want to arrest them for a lesser stealing computer files, right, if there's treason and terrorism links. If there's a bigger arrest coming. So this story is going to continue.
On fire.
Lieutenant, thank you. Colonel, good to see you.
Thank you.
Tony Shaffer joining us there.